What's up guys, this is Saf on SuperSaf TV. So yesterday I posted a video, 7 reasons why not to buy the iPhone 7, and it did upset some Apple fans, and there was some pretty mean comments, but it's okay. I still love you. But as I mentioned in that video, the iPhone 7 is not all bad. There are some good points as well, and that's what I'm going to be covering in this video. 7 reasons why you might consider buying the iPhone 7. Now, Android fans, calm down, just hear me out. You might agree with some of my points, and if not, you might just find this video entertaining. So just watch it till the end, and if you don't like it, then feel free to dislike. So getting straight to it, point number 1 is that the new iPhones are fast. Very fast.
It bodes well for me that speed impresses you.
You have the Apple A10 Fusion chips, which are 40% faster compared to last year, as well as with 50% faster graphics. Now, even if you don't like Apple devices, this is something you can't deny. Apple devices are usually very fast, and that is because Apple make both the hardware and software, so it is very optimized. And even now the iPhone 6s still holds its own against lots of the competition. This will also mean that the iPhone 7s won't slow down as much compared to some of the others, and will last you that much longer. Now, my point number 2 is the storage. We now have 32GB as a base model. Yes, I know this is a long time coming, and technically we should have had this earlier, but we finally do have a decent base model, and it's not actually any more expensive in the US compared to what you would have paid last year for the 16GB model. Now, this is only the case for US people. If you're here in the UK, then unfortunately you are going to have to pay more, but that's not Apple's fault, that's Brexit's fault. Brexit has made the pound not as strong as it used to be, so we Brits do have to pay more for it, unfortunately. Now, my point number 3 is water and dust resistance. We have IP67 rating on both the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen water and dust resistance on a premium smartphone, but these are the first iPhones where we've seen water and dust resistance, and now you can do this with your iPhones. Okay, maybe not do that exactly, but you get the point. They're water and dust resistant, so this is going to give you lots of advantages if you do drop your phones in some water or down the toilet. I don't know why people do that. Stop dropping your phones down the toilets. It's disgusting. But if you do that, then the phone's going to survive and you're not going to have an issue. So that's definitely a positive thing. My point number 4 are the cameras. We have some great cameras here on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 now has optical image stabilization. This is something we didn't have in previous years. And we've also got an f1.8 aperture. And this time around, the iPhone 7 Plus has 2 cameras. So we've got a dual camera setup. And we've also got an improvement for the front-facing cameras. We now have 7 megapixels compared to 5 megapixels. Apple usually doesn't upgrade their megapixels much, especially on the front-facing cameras. We had 1.2 megapixels for many years, which was just silly, but now we actually have 7 megapixels for your selfies, which is a decent resolution, and you also have 1080p video from the front-facing cameras. Now, reason number 5 are those stereo speakers. So this time around, we don't have a single speaker, we have 2 speakers, one at the top and the bottom, and they are twice as loud compared to previous year's model. Now, there's still lots of competition out there which have a single bottom-facing speaker, and if you're somebody who likes to view lots of media on your phone and listen to music straight from your phone, then this is going to be great for you, and this is something that we should have on every device. In my opinion, we should have stereo speakers on all devices. Now, speaking of sound, yes, we don't have a 3.5mm headphone jack this year, but Apple are not the first ones to do this. Motorola did get rid of the headphone jacks on their latest flagship devices, and this is something that I think we're going to see more of. But my point number 6 is that Apple are actually including lightning earpods inside the box as well as a lightning converter. This is unlike Apple. Apple don't usually do this. They usually make you go out and buy those additional accessories for all that money, but this time it is actually included in the box, which is a nice touch, and it's going to help you transition. The 3.5mm headphone jack is great, but it's definitely some old technology. It's been around for many years. And now my final point, not everyone's going to agree with this, but those new colors, I really like those new colors. I mean, I'm not sure if you can tell, I really like black.
Does it come in black?
Now, if you're a current iPhone user, then you've not had any new color options for the past 2 years. or maybe for the past 4 years if you don't count the rose gold, because not everyone likes that rose gold. The rose gold is a very specific color that's not going to appeal to all markets. Black is something that's a lot more universal, and the new colors do look very, very good. So those are my 7 reasons why you might consider buying the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. As I said, there are some positives as well as negatives. If you want to see the negatives, then that video will be linked in the cards, so definitely do go ahead and check that out. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please do hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. If you didn't find it useful, and if you don't like iPhones still, that's up to you, and feel free to give it dislike. That's entirely your choice. But hopefully this has given you a balanced argument of 7 points here and there, and that can help you make an informed decision about whether to buy a new iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. I'm going to be having lots more coverage of these phones and many more, so if you want to see those first, then make sure you have subscribed and be sure to switch on notifications to see all the new content first. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time. Now the Android fans are going to hate me. You can't win, Saf. You can't win.